So nothing stinks worse than making a really beautiful garment and then finding out that it really can't stand up to the wear and tear that you're putting it through. Now, I have been guilty of making pants in the past where the pockets, because they receive so much stress, would actually start to get little tiny holes in the corners here from where my pockets were kind of pulling, tugging at that fabric that it was attached to. I've also made the mistake of sewing in a button onto my trousers, and even though my waistband was interfaced, that button would start to pull out and it would create a little hole in the fabric. And inevitably, it would ruin the pair of pants that I love to wear so much. So today I'm going to show you how to reinforce the back of these items. So the back of pockets, you can even use this for the back of those buttons if you really find that they're going to be under a lot of stress. So that way they do stand up to some serious wear and tear. I'm Mandy with Mandy Sews, and I'm going to show you how to fix that problem using one of these two items: glue stick or Wonder Tape. Let's try them both out and see which works the best. So I've pinned on my patch pockets to the front of the dress here. Now what I need to do is reinforce the back of this pocket so that way it won't be accidentally torn off. And to do that, I'm going to use these little strips of twill tape that I have in my stash. If you don't have twill tape to reinforce the back of your pockets, there's a couple of other things you can actually use. You can use bias tape. It could be store-bought or homemade. Or you could even use the selvage edge of your fabric, because that tends to be super woven. Or another option, and I don't have that here, would be grosgrain ribbon to sew over. Because I can see my pockets right through my fabric here, I'm just going to go ahead and line them up all the way around. So the next question is, well, how are you going to fasten that down, Mandy? Because it's on the back. Are you really going to sew through a bunch of pins? Well, you know, I am quite a daredevil, but I think I'd show you all maybe two different ways. So I have Wonder Tape. I just opened this package here, and this is a wash away tape. It is double-sided, so you could just put it on the, area that you want your reinforcement to stick, and it'll be fine. And you can sew through this. It won't gum up your needles. What I haven't tried is glue stick. So I think what I want to do on these pockets right here is I'll do one with the Wonder Tape and the other with the glue stick, and let's just see how it works out. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this Wonder Tape, but it is not wanting to release from the paper. Okay, so there's one piece. Here's a second piece. And I think I'm going to overlap this one just a little bit. There's a third. Okay, now let's use the glue stick on the other side. And I'm really hoping that this is going to give me a whole lot less problems than taking the back of that paper off on the Wonder Tape. Okay, well, already this is easier than Wonder Tape. We'll see how it sews up. So I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew around my pockets, and let's take a look at both of these methods. Okay, and so this is what it looks like. To tell you the truth, when I attached the pockets, I couldn't tell the difference in sewing. I thought the glue would gum up my needle, but it really didn't. Look at the other side. And you can see here my pockets are reinforced. I'm just going to trim up some of this. I feel good about that. And you know, to tell you the truth, I really felt like the glue was so much easier to work with. So that's how I'm going to attach the purple pockets to the pink side. Now that's a pocket that's really going to be able to take some wear and tear. You can load them up and they're not going to go anywhere for years to come. So I feel really good about these pockets. And let me know in the comments if you used a glue stick and, well, what your experience was. I'd really like to know. So, if you are following along for Project Dress a Girl, definitely check out my Sewper Powers video right over here. She is going to be talking about some wonderful patterns that you can use to make some big girl dresses. So, check that out. And then, if you missed the kickoff video with all of the details, that's right up here. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.